Welcome back to Mcdonski's NFL Pick'em Show. Wow, what a week we have in store for you. It's week 7. A lot of good games this week, actually. A lot of good games. First off, since last week was the first week we did this, we got to go back and see how I did. Okay, so let's move this camera back over here real quick. We're doing all this live and uncut. Okay, let's lock in this webcam here. So last week, there were, I can't remember how many games. There were a lot of games. This is how we did. Money line picks. This is how we did for the season, the stats. Okay, so right here, what we got. Went 10-4 last week, straight up. Went 8-6 against the spread. Not so good against the spread. Felt like last week was really hard. Last week was the first week, I think, on the season that there weren't like a ton of crazy fucking upsets. Which sucked because I picked a lot of upsets last week. But you can see these are my moneyline results from last week. So far, according to NFLPickWatch.com, which is the site I use personally to make all of my picks, plus $39 on the season for moneyline picks, and I'm plus 73 on the season for spread. So we're positive. And hopefully we can continue the momentum into week 7. Big slate, lots of good games. Couple of these losses were tough. Cardinals got smoked, absolutely smoked. The Broncos, I can't remember who the Broncos fucking played, but here, let me look it up real quick. Again, we're doing this all live, folks. We're feeling it out. You know, it's not going to be perfect, but do you want this to be perfect? Do you want it to fucking be? You know, my manager's calling me on the phone right now. Like, fuck, I got so much shit going on. The fucking Broncos played the Chargers. Kind of forgot the Chargers were coming off a bye week. Gotta remember the bye week stuff. So this time, we got the Chiefs coming off the bye week, the Rams coming off the bye week, the Dolphins, and the Vikings. So that's Kansas City, LA Rams, Miami, and Minnesota. We're going to go city names this week. I think I was switching between team names, city names. This week we're going to go city names. So, yeah, as you can see, that's how we did last week. Okay, let's get a move on. All right. Let's get this out of here. So this is the week 7 slate. And we're going to start making some picks here. Okay? So first up, we got Thursday Night Football in about an hour and a half, I think, from maybe an hour when I'm recording this. Denver at New Orleans. Denver 3-3, New Orleans 2-4. New Orleans 4-game slide after scoring like the 4th most points in NFL history for the first 2 weeks of the season. They've been calling people all across New Orleans, going in the streets trying to find people to play defense for them. So many injuries stacking up. We're going to go with the Broncos. From what I understand, the money line has really moved hard on the Broncos as more of these injuries keep coming out. Next we got London game, the fucking London game. We got the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars versus the New England Pats, New England Patriots. This is a tough one. Drake May, second start. First start in London. Kind of weird. Kind of a weird place to make your second start. Jacksonville sucks. Jacksonville fucking sucks. So does New England. I can't wait to get up at 6:30 to watch this game. I'm gonna go Jacksonville. No, we're gonna go New England. I just think Jacksonville's defense sucks so much that, you know, teams don't have any NFL tape on Drake May pretty much. He only had like one half that was sort of good. I don't know. I don't want to fucking pick the Jaguars. I don't want to pick the Jaguars. Speaking of teams I don't want to pick, my team, Seattle Seahawks, over in Atlanta, playing the Falcons. Monday morning game, East Coast time. It's a tough spot. This is a tough spot for both teams. Seahawks, we're getting a lot of people back on the defense, which is good, but it's kind of like one guy comes back from injury, another guy gets injured. And we've been on a 3-game slide. It's not looking good. Injuries are piling up. Vibes have been kind of weird. DK's off on the sidelines crying. I hate it. But I'm going to go with the Falcons. If the Seahawks win, great. That's good for me. It's good for my team. If Atlanta wins, I made the right pick. It's all good. Okay. Next 3 games, Tennessee, Buffalo. I don't really think there's much to say here. Buffalo's minus 465 to win for a fucking reason. Don't think Amari Cooper is going to feature much for the Bills in his first week there. I don't even know if he's going to play. But again, you're not going to see me picking Will Levis and the Tennessee Titans much this season. So, speaking of teams I will not pick, Cleveland hosting Cincinnati. Just going to go with Cincinnati. This is just a set it and forget it. I'm not going to think about it kind of thing. So, this is a good one. This is potentially game of the year. I think last week we kind of said something similar about Baltimore-Washington. Game kind of ended up not being a dud, but not living up to expectations. Jaden Daniels fell to earth last week. This does not have Jaden Daniels in this game. Let's talk about this game. CJ Stroud versus Jordan Love. I am a CJ Stroud truther. I am a Jordan Love iffer. I don't know. I'm neither here nor there on Jordan Love. I'm leaning Houston, mostly because I think the Houston defense is going to have much better ability to pressure Love than the opposite. I don't really believe in the Packers defense that much. I'll believe it when I see it when it comes to the Packers defense. Jordan Love doesn't have anybody to fucking throw to, really. I love Josh Jacobs, but this is kind of my, I suppose, upset pick. I'm surprised. I'm surprised this isn't just a little closer. I don't know. Okay, next slate of games. Barn burner of a fucking matchup here. Who's the quarterback for Miami? It doesn't matter because he's a bum. He's a fucking bum. Miami at Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson is back. I have sort of a vested interest in this game now. Someone in my fantasy league dropped Anthony Richardson to the waivers. Don't know why. The Steelers benched Justin Fields. Don't know why. Justin Fields is my starting quarterback. Thought he was doing pretty good. But now Anthony Richardson is my Anthony Richardson. I don't know why I said it like that. Now he's my starting QB. I'm gonna go the Colts. I don't even understand why this line is that close. We got another great game. Detroit going to the Detroit 4-1, going to Minnesota, who is 5-0. 5-0 coming off the bye too. Coming off the bye week. This is Detroit with no Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson broke his leg, I think, last week, which is a real bummer. He was probably one of the better defensive players in the league, maybe top 5. I kind of like the upset pick with Detroit, upset in quotation marks, but I'm gonna go Minnesota here. Next up, Saquon makes his return home. Saquon, one of my favorite players of all time, one of the most fun players to watch. Philly going to New York. I think it's the last Sunday morning game we got. Philly minus 170 away. There's so much in me that wants to pick the Giants just because it's a fucking meme to pick Daniel Jones in my head. But I feel like Daniel Jones is good for like one random good game where he throws for like 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, doesn't throw a pick. He rushes for like 45 yards. Um, and I can't remember his name, but they've got that fucking um, they've got that running back over in New York now that's like pretty fucking good. Let me look up his name real quick. Tyrone Tracy Jr. He's pretty good. I'm gonna pick the Eagles here. As much as I would like to make the meme pick, Eagles got all their pretty much all of their offensive skill guys back. Devontae Smith, AJ Brown. You know, like it's hard to pick the Giants as much as I don't want to do that. Okay, now we're on to the afternoon games. We only got 3 afternoon games. NFL, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Smoking some crack, putting like 10 games in the early window, 3 in the late window, like, and we got 1 good game out of all of them. Raiders, Las Vegas, going to Los Angeles, playing in Inglewood, beautiful Inglewood, California. Rams coming off the bye. I think that's one of the reasons why they're heavy favorites. It's kind of a favorites week for me. As much as I don't like picking the favorites, it's because it's kind of fucking boring. Same thing with Carolina, Washington. Big bounce back game in my mind for Jaden Daniels. And Kansas City going to San Francisco. Rematch of last year's Super Bowl, rematch of the Super Bowl in 2020. Don't remember the stat because it doesn't matter. Andy Reid is like 204 coming off the bye week. Mahomes is, I can't remember what it was, like 14-2 as an underdog. Like, there's no way in hell you're making me pick the fucking 49ers here. Even though I picked them last week to beat my Seahawks, and they did beat my Seahawks last week, which was a bummer. Anyways, I think I got to move on one more. Nope. Okay, we're going to switch over to the second graphic real quick. Sunday night. Got an interesting set of primetime games here. Sunday night, we got New York Jets going to Pittsburgh. Going to play the Pittsburgh Steelers. Russell Wilson making his first start of the season. He was picked to be the starter in training camp, got injured. He's finally back from injury. New York Jets playing potentially with Devontae Smith for the first time. Who knows? I'm going to very quickly go over to the ESPN page to see. Who cares? We're going to move on. I think Russell Wilson sucks. He's got no juice left in his legs. He can't throw over the middle. And I just don't believe that he has what it takes to be a starting NFL QB anymore. I would much rather see the Steelers commit to Justin Fields long term. Justin Fields is like 26 years old or some shit. 27 maybe. He's got so much more juice left. Going with the Jets. Jets, Jets. Let's go. Let's go. Baltimore going. This is so weird. Why are there 2 Monday night games again? What the fuck are we doing? This couldn't have been like a Sunday afternoon game. Like, one of these would be such a good Sunday afternoon game. So stupid. Video's getting long. I'm not going to do the fucking against the spread pick, so we're going to end it here. These are the last 2 picks. Baltimore. What's Baltimore's record right now? Riveting content. I'm kind of leaning towards the Bucks. I'm leaning towards the Bucks mostly because I think Baker Mayfield's going to throw for like 450 yards and like 4 touchdowns and probably 2 interceptions. But I think Baltimore's got a lot to figure out on defense still. I think Baltimore is going to be a December, January team. They're not going to be an October team. And I'm gonna put my chips on the table and pick the upset here. Pick the Monday night upset. I'm gonna go with chalk with this last one. LA Chargers going over to Arizona to play the Cardinals. My buddy Tony's Cardinals, big Cardinals fan, Tony. Just think, fucking Jim Harbaugh's got the damn juice. He's got the juice. As much as I hate to say it, he's got the juice. He's gonna have those Chargers boys fucking busting ass, winning in the trenches, running the damn fucking ball. J.K. Dobbins, whatever the fucking backup's name is that they just got, Vidal, fucking Vidal. And I think that's it. So those are gonna be our picks for this week. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week, week 8, after we go motherfucking 15-0, whatever it is, because the Cowboys and the Bears are on a fucking bye. 15-0, mark it motherfucking down. We'll go over what against the spread some other time. I don't know. These videos are fucking long. Okay. Later.